Bridget Jones is back, Rob Lowe as John F. Kennedy, and we follow SA band Juki and Seal as they head to Sweden. Movies and everyone's favourite literary singleton will return in a new novel entitled Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy. Publishers disclosed the title of Helen Fielding's forthcoming book on Tuesday. It continues the comic saga of diary writing Bridget's romantic and professional adventures. The character, introduced to readers in two 1990s novels, must now cope with an age of text messaging and social media. Rob Lowe will portray President John F. Kennedy in a National Geographic film about the former president's 1963 assassination. The National Geographic Channel said that filming for Killing Kennedy would begin next month in Richmond. The film is expected to air around the 50th anniversary of the shooting later this year and is based on the book by Bill O'Reilly. And this while Reese Witherspoon is a frontrunner to play Hillary Clinton in a new biopic, the actress has auditioned for the role of the former US Secretary of State in a film about Clinton's early years. She's up against fellow Hollywood leading ladies Jessica Chastain, Amanda Seyfried and Scarlett Johansson. Music news from back home, and the relatively new band Juki and Seal will move to a little house in the middle of a Swedish forest to write their debut album. The Cape Town-based group released the first 4 tracks online and plan on releasing their first studio album later this year. The current 4-track internet release, simply entitled Demo Sessions, is just a hint of the good things to come from these bubbly love pigeons. Interestingly enough, the EP was produced and recorded in a team effort, regardless of the fact that the two of them live on different continents. Let's take a look at their journey, fueled by the love for music.
Juki and I met in 2006 in Cape Town. I was 17, finishing my last year of high school, and Juki was 19, studying his first year sound engineering and music production. We had noticed each other from afar at punk gigs. I had bright red hair, and Juki went from having brown to blonde to a red mohawk, which is when he finally found the courage to speak to me. I was dating a boy with a motorbike, but Juki was cooler. He had 2 different coloured eyes, and he played in a band. So we dated for a while, after which we didn't have any contact until now.
Fast forward 6 years. I'm living in Berlin. I'm on my computer and face stalking Seal. I come across her SoundCloud and I listen to some of her songs, bedroom recordings. I dig them, they're catchy, unique, and I wonder why she never told me that she could sing. So I inbox her. I'm listening to your songs, they're pretty damn awesome, truly amazing. Did you write all of them? I don't know how possible it is, but I'd love to produce your tracks further. Have a listen to some of my stuff on SoundCloud and tell me what you think.
I listened to his SoundCloud and I think it's great. I'm excited that he's excited. I tell him I'm living in London, but moving back to Cape Town for 6 months to do work experience as part of my fine art degree. My dad has a home recording studio, so it'll be no problem to send him the tracks once I get back home.
The first track we work on together, Long Distance, is Crowded Room. She's impressed, she likes it, and we continue to send each other tracks back and forth, creating some awesome demos. We write long letters to each other. I tell her of my aspiration to be a music producer, and she shares with me her 37 songs she's written, which no one else has ever heard. We start talking about recording an album together, which is when she tells me she'll visit me in Berlin.
March this year, I'm on the plane, flying to a city I'd never been to before, visiting a boy I'd last seen 7 years ago. We spend 5 days in Berlin and 5 days in London together. On the first night, after a glass of red, we were sitting on the kitchen floor, making tunes with a nose whistle and a cheese grater, and we instantly realized that we can make great music together.
Over the next 10 days, we laughed, we made music, explored each other's cities, and became closer than we could have imagined in this short space of time. There's no denying that we have an incredible thing going on so many levels.
On the second day, we admitted to one another that what we both wanted most was to write and produce an album together. After back and forth conversations about how we would make it work, living in 2 different countries, we finally came up with the most perfect plan.
Seal's gran lives in a house called Torpet in the middle of a Swedish forest. There are no other houses for miles except for 2 large wooden barns, ideal for setting up a DIY recording studio. It's the perfect creative environment with no internet, no running water, only a well and Sweden's largest lake on our doorstep. We'll be living a back to the roots sort of lifestyle, which can only enhance the creative process.
We'll be driving into town once a week to fetch supplies. We'll also be updating you all on our musical makings and about our time living out in the forest in Torpet. We want to have fun recording this album, and we would like that to shine through on all the songs. We don't imagine a narrowed down directional genre, but rather an array of diversely original songs that will appeal to the diversely original people of the world. We want you to be a part of it all the way, and we're excited about the role that you'll play in shaping the album.
Whatever the outcome of this campaign, come July we're packing our gear and moving to Sweden. We have what we need to create and record some decent tracks, but we're hoping you'll fall in love with the stream as much as we have, and that you'll not only want to be our first fans, but want to be part of making this project reach its full potential. We're hoping to raise enough funds to purchase the instruments and recording gear on the list below. Any sort of amounts will help. If you can't help financially, please do share and spread the word of Juki and Seal.
Join me, MornéJK, again next week as we unpack all the latest entertainment news. In the meantime, you can follow us on Twitter.